How's it going, y'all? Today, I'll be telling you what your Basketball Zero style says about you, starting with Switcher. If you main Switcher, you're a strategic mastermind with insane playmaking abilities. You use Switch to bail your teammates out of bad spots, put yourself in favorable positions, and hit the nastiest assists ever. You're constantly analyzing the court and waiting for the perfect moment to throw the enemy off with another swap. You feel like a clutch god when you hit a curse dash into a jump block, and you love getting your awakening because you can forcefully make any of your friends put on a schoolgirl outfit. Which, by the way, yes, you did take screenshots and clips of to use against them. Sometimes you get a little mischievous and troll your team by either swapping so they don't get the ball, or messing up their shots if they are being toxic to you. Lazy worker, burgers, fries, and a whole lot of whys. Coming from your teammates, of course, because you keep taking their threes for yourself with your trap ability. They should be grateful though, because you're not robbing them. It's called a chemical reaction. You love picking up air balls like they're extra shifts. Your favorite thing to do, besides stealing from your teammates, is bouncing the ball off the barrier, then lobbing it into the net. While your team may get a little annoyed at you and think you're trolling, you're probably the top scorer, so at the end of the day, they can't say much. When you awaken and hop on the grill, you prefer the burger over the fries because who wouldn't want a free three?
That thing's green! Green!
Catch me as your escape plan for an easy 3, but since it's BBZ, 75% of the time, everyone's ball chasing, so the whole server is on you. Regardless, you're a massive threat and are terrorizing the ranked scene right now. Just like Nagi and Blue Luck Rivals, you are the king of tech and burger flipping. Uncle Sam. Oh boy, Uncle Sam. If you main Uncle Sam, you make it your patriotic duty to spread freedom on the court. You're the perfect blend between offense and support, so naturally your teammates love you and your unstoppable pass weight. Is that a cannon? When using Star Shot, you love watching the enemy team jump frantically around it, trying to stop the inevitable. Freedom. Ref? He has a tank? When Star Shot gets blocked, you don't even flinch, because next time you bring out Eagle Drive to let justice reign from above. That majestic, beautiful bald eagle screech, it fuels your spirit. Ref, he has nukes! Do something! People might not take Uncle Sam seriously, but you don't mind. You didn't pick this style to be meta, you picked it because it makes you smile. Chrollo. When you feel like trying to win, you 100% swap to this style. Pre-nerf, Chrollo mains were moving like Prime Vaughn. Y'all loved lobbing it back and forth with green and more than likely yelled green before doing so. It got to the point where your teammates would leave if you missed or refuse to pass the ball to you. You don't care though because you'll be forcefully taking the ball from them anyway with Kaiser Vault, pass. In fact, if you don't get the starting pass, you'll probably use pass to steal the ball anyway. Besides, you have a move that lets you get to the 3-point line in seconds, so you'll make it up to your team. You're a master aura farmer, and when you awaken, you immediately use chaos to force everyone to sit through your hour-long cutscene compilation. No one wants to shoot threes anymore because they don't want you feeling like the main character, but someone will mess up eventually. You probably giggle like a maniac when you use it to steal buzzer beaters or last-minute shots that could have put the other team in the lead. As annoying as this style was and currently still is, it falls a little short compared to the true menace of this game, Tatlis.
But he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself on feet by himself. Something wrong with him. That's not human, man. He's not regular, man.
On release, you turned every court you touched into a Splatoon turf war. You loved using Snap for pretty much everything. Pissing people off, securing easy threes, setting your teammates up for easy shots, pissing people off. Without a doubt, you made a lot of people rage quit games and were definitely the reason why some people stopped playing in general. Even after the nerfs, you're still a masterclass rage baiter. You use Snap to secure easy shots and probably dance before shooting to tilt the enemy team. After scoring, you immediately use colored strikes to win the ball back and get another 3. You didn't just break the game, you broke friendships and people's love for it too. Every time the enemy team notices you're playing Tatlis, they contemplate leaving the game entirely. I won't lie, the entire community hates y'all and think you have no skill whatsoever. While I also hate Team Tatlis, I will admit your awakening moves without a doubt have the most aura in the game. And I know at least one of you screenshotted your friend after using Nowhere to Go and put them on a t-shirt. Perfection. If you main Perfection, well, to the 3 guys that main Perfection, you probably have an outfit with some anime character in a basketball jersey. You love using Blink to deny opportunities and annoy the enemy team, and without a doubt, you think it's the best defensive move in the game. You were hyped when they reduced the global cooldown to 10 seconds, then you realized it doesn't matter because no one else in the lobby is using this style anyway. You love the sound effects this character has, especially the perfect dribble into perfect step. Every now and then, or when you awaken, you'll start singing Fetty's part off of 679. Wait, 6-7? Even though people think he's the worst limited style, you're still cooking with him, so their opinion doesn't matter. Lastly, you low-key don't want him coming back because if too many people play him, they might nerf him again. Gold. If you main gold, you love assisting your team and doing crazy plays to help secure a win. Just because you like passing though, doesn't mean you can't score, which you can easily do thanks to street dribble. When this style first came out, everyone clowned on it and called it weak until you proved them that not every style has to be about scoring. But still, you wish that he had a defensive ability and think he's a little behind compared to the other two miracles. Gold mains are very friendly and overall team-oriented players. BBZ is full of egos and you're the glue holding your squad together. Emperor. Emperor mains, be honest. Are you really having fun playing this style, or do you just not want to change it to something else? Emperor's reach was terrifying in its glory days, but now it's a polite request for the ball. You could be directly on someone and sometimes it still won't work. But let's be real, regardless of all that, you don't care what the tier lists say, Emperor is still him. You picked this style because you love the amount of control and pressure he has on the court. Force shot is still one of the hardest abilities to counter in the game, and you take full advantage of that. And so do lazy workers, who you probably hate because they keep robbing your forced shot buckets. In your eyes, Emperor is still goated if you know how to use him. Maybe one day they'll buff you again and restore you to your former glory. Hey Chrollo, if you're watching this, do not buff him. Flash. You love how untouchable he feels. You enjoy using dash to blitz people and steal the ball from them or block shots with it. When you awaken, the enemy team doesn't even bother entering your half because they don't want to get aura farmed on. You probably say sit when you hit people with quick step drive and likely follow it with a dash to create space and hit a 3. Not because you like wasting moves, but because the enemy team often needs multiple people to defend you. Maybe it's just my lobbies, but low-key y'all are massive trash talkers too and are always trying to 1v1 someone. To be fair, that ego is well warranted if you're dropping 40 plus points in a game, so I can't say much on that. Giant. You're a nightmare to your opponents, but a savior to your team. You have godlike defense and always perfectly time your snatch block to shut down scoring chances. You rarely use charge and only do so when someone you don't like is guarding or approaching you. You probably stole a buzzer beater once or twice and tilted someone because they could have won with it. Just like Basketball God, you love your dunks, and when you trap someone with post form, you'll always go for post dunk instead of post hook. It's more entertaining for you to watch their team scramble around trying to help, but they're forced to watch what comes next. And when you awaken, no one wants to meet you in the paint because they don't want to get humiliated. But oh well, they're just giving you a free 3. Every time you step on the court, you change how the enemy team thinks and plays. W defender, W teammate, never roll off of Giant, please. Jackpot. You're a gambling maniac. Sometimes at the start of the round, you immediately use Jackpot steal to try and get the ball. You'll either look like a complete Chad or slide across the court like an anime character. Usually though, you time your Jackpot steal perfectly to easily win the ball, especially from people who try pump faking you. Lucky Bounce into a 3 is your favorite combo, but if your teammate is open, you might use Lucky Pass if you're feeling generous. When you use Jackpot, you put all your aura on the line and pray to Chrollo that it hits. You probably scream green FN when using Lucky Shot, or if you get Lucky Pull, you pretend to be AFK just to snatch the ball then start dancing before you shoot the 3. You're a great all-arounder and your team appreciates your ability to play all roles fairly well, especially defense. Copycat. You are the most versatile style in the game and you can do anything from offense to defense and the occasional support. No one can predict your next move and that's what makes you so dangerous. You've seen every trick in the book, mostly because you've copied them. You use your dash for EC3s, but when that gets predictable, you bust out 4 dashes in a row to mix things up. Is that a little unfair? Yeah, but people keep stealing through your flow step, so it cancels out. Lastly, you hate getting stuck with an ability you can't get rid of because your team won't pass the ball and let you use it. Ace. Ace players are the manifestation of biblical greed. You would rather take a shot with the whole team guarding you than assist your teammate who's wide open for a 3. The motto is simple. Just keep passing to me and we'll win. You think your teammates are a bunch of bots because in previous games when you did pass, they lost possession immediately. So now they have to prove themselves to earn a pass from you. Between y'all and Flash mains, I don't know who has the bigger ego. You feel uncatchable when you use Athletic Drive to dribble up the court, and while Athletic Fade is blockable, Yours sure isn't, because you know the grimiest lineups known to man. Ace players, please, just pass the ball once, it will not kill you. Sniper. If you main sniper, you definitely have a lot of patience, because you're mostly waiting for a pass while your team refuses to get a free 3. When you have a good team that doesn't constantly think of themselves though, that's when you shine. People barely guard you, so you'll always get free 3s, and the rare occurrence that they are guarding you, you'll just pop animalistic and jump 90 feet in the air so they can't anymore. You're the reliable guy everyone forgets about until you get a good team, then drop 30. Star. Just like Giant, you're a defensive demon. Sky Leap blocks are your favorite thing to hit, but sometimes you use it to win the ball easily. You occasionally hit Star Dunk for easy points, but rather save it for Sky Leap since it's so strong. When you sprint about 80% of the time, your team doesn't notice. But the 20% where they do, you get excited because they know how your kit works. You're an insane defender and team player. Just like Giant mains, we love seeing y'all on our team. And maybe it's just me, but I have never seen a toxic Star main. Lock. You love assisting your team and fixing their mistakes with your perfect defending. Low-key, Locke was mid, but after the buff, y'all have better defensive capabilities than Emperor. You read the court, constantly waiting for the best time to rob a pass, or shut down a shot to turn the tide of the game in your team's favor. You make assisting look easy and bring balance to teams filled with egoists. You're not flashy, but you're the reason your team doesn't collapse in 30 seconds. Phantom. Another underrated W team player. Unlike 70% of BBZ players, you actually pass the ball, but more importantly, correctly time your passes so the enemy doesn't intercept them. Your favorite thing to do is fall back with the ball to draw out enemy defenders, and when they're close enough, you use Phantom Pass to your open teammate. While you do have the ability to score, you'd much rather sit back and play supportively. Phantom mains are rare to see, but when there is one on your team, just know that your chances of winning skyrocketed. Clutch. You're either new to the game or just don't like all the flashy nonsense that the other styles have. You like raw, authentic basketball, and your skills prove that you don't need meta styles to do well. You've got the fundamentals of the game down to a T, unlike everyone else, and it shows because they can't block your jump stop. While everyone is concerned about lineups, meta, and mechanics, you're just playing ball and don't care about any of that. Chuck. You're a ball-hogging maniac who loves to showboat. While you do have sticky hands with the ball, unlike Ace mains, you actually pass, but after you hit this sick dribble king, and the ball's gone. You take every heat check and make it a game to stack as much as you can to try and get to half court. Everything is a gamble to you, but you're just trying to have fun and don't care if you win or not. Playmaker. Your style is super underutilized, and more than likely you're underappreciated as well. You love using your unstoppable alley-oop to secure points, and you're thankful Nutmeg doesn't lose you possession of the ball like it does with a certain character. All in all, you're a W style. Fetch. You love chasing stray balls like a rabid animal. You probably bought the dog running emote and chase people while barking at them. Every loose ball you see, you laugh when someone tries going for it because you know it's yours. You may let them get a little close, then shatter their dreams completely. Fetch mains are super rare, but they're also an underrated style and are W teammates because they never ball hog and help pick up lost balls. Quick. If you main Quick, just spin for Flash or Star, bro. What are you doing? If you have this guy, you probably chanced it for a good style and now you're stuck with him. When you first saw this style, you thought you'd be moving like Wally West, but in reality, you're just slightly faster than everyone else. Congrats, I guess? Everyone has dashes that take them across the court, while you have a watered down Star dash and a speed boost. Just like Star, you also position yourself perfectly with dash just for your teammates to greet it and flop. Basketball God. You live and breathe dunks. You love the sound of slamming the ball into the net and love even more that no one can stop you. Mainly because reverse dunk is practically unstoppable. You don't use him too often in full court scenarios, but love using him in ranked 2s because it's free rank points. When you awaken, you become an aura farming machine, descending down from the stars with your G-Wagon to show us animals how to play real basketball. Pretty sure real basketball doesn't involve flying like Peter Pan, but what do we know? Alright, that's what I think your style says about you. Comment your main and let me know if I cooked or missed anything. That's all for today, thanks for watching, have a great day, and peace out.